How do racial classifications differ across data sets? Imagine trying to compare different stories about the same person but with each story using a different way to describe them. That's similar to how racial classifications work across various data sets in the United States. Racial categories have changed over time because of history, social norms, and how data is collected. In early censuses, officials often assigned race based on what they saw, not what people said about themselves. For example, before the 1930s, Mexican Americans were usually listed as white, but later surveys added Hispanic or Latino categories to better reflected how people identify. The one-drop rule was once used to classify anyone with any black ancestry as black, which shows how social attitudes influenced classification. Over time, categories expanded to include people who identify with more than one race, like the 2 or more races category added in the 2000 census. Today, most federal data collection asks people to choose their own race and ethnicity, which is a big change from past practices. Sometimes, data sets relying on family reports or observer perceptions, especially in birth records or employment data. Race and ethnicity are often treated as separate ideas, with ethnicity mainly referring to Hispanic or Latino origins. This can make data tricky because many Hispanic or Latino people might pick white for race but still identify as Hispanic. Different data sets follow guidelines from the Office of Management and Budget, which sets minimum categories like white, black or African American, American Indian or Alaska Native, Asian, and Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander. Some data sources add more detailed categories, like specific Asian countries or Hispanic subgroups, to give a clearer picture. Changes in how data is collected and processed can make it hard to compare numbers over time. For example, in the 2020 census, more people identified as being of more than one race, partly because of how Hispanic or Latino respondents answered. These shifts can make it seem like the population is changing when it's really just how we ask the questions. Accurate racial data is important for making fair laws, creating policies, and understanding health and social disparities. Knowing how classifications differ helps researchers and policymakers interpret data correctly and serve communities better. So, in essence, racial classifications across data sets change because of history, social norms, how questions are asked, and the purpose of the data collection. Each method reflects different ideas about identity and helps paint a more complete picture of the diverse population in the United States.